What do you get when you mix a river pirate, a band of outlaws, and an empire-hungry Tsar? You get one of the wildest expansion stories in history, and it all starts with a man named Yermak Timofeyevich. This is the story of the Russian explorer, who wasn't exactly an explorer, the warrior who wasn't really a soldier, and the legend who opened the gates of Siberia with swords, muskets, and maybe a little too much swagger. Welcome to the icy epic of Yermak. Yermak was born around 1532, but nobody really knows where. What we do know is that by his 30s, he had become a Cossack, a free-spirited, rough-and-tumble warrior, basically part pirate, part cowboy. He and his crew of Cossacks were known for raiding merchant ships along Russian rivers. Not exactly model citizens, but they were fearless, skilled, and very, very good at not dying. Now enter Ivan the Terrible. He wanted more land, more taxes, and fewer threats. The east, Siberia, was controlled by the Khanate of Siberia, a wild land full of riches and resistance. Ivan needed someone crazy enough to conquer it. Cue Yermak. In 1581, backed by the wealthy Stroganov family and approved by Ivan himself, Yermak and about 840 men set off to do the impossible, conquer Siberia. What followed was a wild trek through freezing rivers, dense forests, and hostile terrain. Think Oregon Trail, except with muskets and Mongol arrows flying overhead. They faced off with the forces of Khan Kuchum, ruler of the Siberian Khanate. At first, it was ambush after ambush, but Yermak was a tactical genius. He used firearms to devastate enemy cavalry and secured a string of victories. The big showdown came in 1582 at Kashlik, the Siberian capital. It was brutal, chaotic, and victorious. Yermak took the city, scattered the Khan's army, and raised the Russian banner over Siberia. With the Khanate crushed, Yermak expected backup, supplies, reinforcements, a medal or two. Instead, crickets. The Tsar's support was less than reliable. Still, Yermak held on. He collected tribute, made alliances with local tribes, and kept the flame of conquest burning. But there was one problem. Khan Kuchum wasn't finished yet. Kuchum regrouped in the shadows, launching surprise attacks and slowly whittling down the Cossacks. Yermak's hold on Siberia was brave, but shaky. With no fresh troops and harsh Siberian winters, Yermak's men suffered. Food ran low, morale dropped. But Yermak never surrendered. He believed Siberia was meant to be Russia's. In 1584, just 2 years after his biggest victory, Yermak's luck ran out. During a retreat across the Wage River, he drowned. Legend says, under the weight of his own armor. It was a grim end for a man who had dared to reach farther than anyone in Russian history, but legends don't die so easily. After Yermak's death, the Russians did send reinforcements. Settlements followed. Fortresses rose. Siberia became part of the Russian Empire, and it all began with Yermak's mad expedition. Yermak became a folk hero, part history, part myth. Songs were sung, poems written, statues raised. Some saw him as a saint, others, a brutal invader. Like many conquerors, his legacy is complex. To the Russians, he opened a new world. To Siberia's native peoples, he brought destruction. But no matter how you view him, one thing's for sure. Yermak Timofeyevich changed history with a boat, a band of outlaws, and a dream that wouldn't die. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this tale of icy conquests and bold ambition, hit that subscribe button for more epic history. Until next time, stay bold and stay curious.